Alright, BobalosRex here. I have to do an update. Season of Discovery. Got some news. And it turns out, I was wrong. You know, sometimes I'm right, and sometimes I have a 10.3. You know? You take your good and take your bad, but it looks like Sada's on the back burner. Okay. Sod is... Well, let's read this. I'm going to read the whole thing. Let's go. Greetings. As you may have read here, we're excited to offer those of you who have completed the Balnazar encounter in the Scarlet Enclave raid a free Miss Pandaria character boost. Alright, we talked about that earlier. We believe that it would be a great capstone for Season of Discovery to offer those of you who are looking to embark on your next classic adventure this opportunity to hop into Miss Classic right away when it launches. When we look back on the journey we've taken in Season of Discovery, we are incredibly proud of the time we got to spend with you all in this unique take on the original version of World of Warcraft. From the first moments that players sat down at the demo stations at BlizzCon in 2023, we knew we had something special, and it's wild to think that it's been over 18 months since we announced it. Alright, when we think of the impact that Season of Discovery will ultimately have on World of Warcraft, we think about how it helped prove something that a lot of us already knew. There is an enormous appetite for new experiences set against the backdrop of original World of Warcraft. Okay, this is going to come in later when I talk about what I think is next, you know, where we actually go and whatnot. As soon as the realms went live and we saw the response, we knew we had an unprecedented opportunity to immerse ourselves in new concepts and ideas and see what works and what doesn't. Several months ago, as we wrapped up development on Naxxramas and Karazhan Crypts, we had originally planned for that to be the final content update to Season of Discovery. However, we couldn't let go of one major unrealized dream for Season of Discovery, the Scarlet Enclave. We looked at our schedule and decided to take a risk in order to make time to create this new raid tier and really punctuate the Season of Discovery experience with something special, and we are very glad we did. I'm glad you did too. Like, it really sucks. Like, I started Season of Discovery, then I came back for this, and then it's just like, we're done. It's a little sad. It's been incredibly fun to play and progress through the new content with you. Season of Discovery was a success beyond our wildest imagination back in 2023. We learned so much. We grew as a team both literally and figuratively. That's good to know. We've been invigorated for the future like never before. That future for Season of Discovery is somewhat bittersweet as we made the as we made the decision to slow down on Season of Discovery. So, this is the note. They do say slow down on Season of Discovery and begin work on our next major project in the original WoW design space. We have big plans and big ambitions for this type of found photograph content. So, they do want it to... This, I like. They want it to work in the lore, in a way. But it can be a little different. I like that idea. Content set in the original world of Azeroth, but in order to realize those set in the original world of Azeroth, so that, but of Azeroth. But in order to realize those ambitions, we need to make sure we're spending our time where it make the most impact on the long-term future WoW Classic. Okay, so it's basically there's we'll finish here. We want to set ourselves up for success by taking the time we need to get in the proverbial kitchen and cook, iterate on, and shape our ideas and lessons learned. This is a video. I want to talk about what I think they learned. And I already did a big video, but now that I know it's confirmed, I am going to be working on stuff for this. I'm excited for what's next. It just sucks that it's going to be a bit away. That's the problem. It's truly something exciting. It's something truly exciting. Season of Discovery was always meant to be an ephemeral seasonal experience, and while it became much more for a time, while it became so much more for a time, we're extremely excited about the things we're working on for the future. All right. We have no plans to shut down SOD Realms, and we hope to see the game mode continue to operate similar to WoW Classic Era for many months, if not years to come. We've all grown attached to our characters just like you have, and we're happy to continue to adventure with you as long as you'd like. That's good. So, they're going to keep them up for as long as people want to have them. I wonder... No, they wouldn't let you move characters. So, it's just going to be Classic Era, but SOD Era. We sincerely thank you for joining us on this incredible journey in Season of Discovery. Thank you all for playing with us, making new friends with us, and giving us feedback for pushing the boundaries of what content set in original WoW could look like, and more than anything, thank you for being passionate about WoW, the WoW Classic development team. So, clearly they're working on something new. Is it going to be as late as BlizzCon next year? Announce? Maybe. Maybe. Gonna be a long wait. If it is that long wait, they did just say slow down content. They kind of... Could we see something small? Some little updates? I mean, hell, we see Heroes of the Storm getting updates. I don't see why not. And at least for me, you know, I wanted to talk about my plans in this video. June? For the Scarlet Enclave mop boost? I want to get it done. We're getting the buffs. It was announced in another post. The buffs start June 1st. Or something like that. The first week of June. That's going to be nice. I'm going to be working through that. Scarlet Enclave. And... what else? I'm sad, man. I'm really sad. I was really hoping for some more. But I really like this idea of classic WoW in the classic world. And hopefully they learned a lot of lessons, and I want to take those. I want to think about the lessons we've learned from SOD and maybe think what they're cooking. And that's why I thought and still think we may see a few Season of Discovery updates that could try a few more things just before the launch of whatever's next. SOD 2, Classic Plus, whatever. WoW Reforged, you know, we'll have to see what it ends up being called, but there it is. SOD is sunsetting. Confirmed. I was wrong. But we are getting something next in the classic world. Okay? Don't expect... the way that was phrased, I don't expect Burning Crusade stuff. Like Burning Crusade SOD, I don't expect that at all. But I got one more month of SOD in me. And then if they do some updates, I'll come back. And I'm for sure trying whatever they come up with next. I think Agron did a good job. I think SOD was good. Even though I quit, when I came back, all the new stuff that I've been finding out, even with this, has been good, actually. These were cheaper. It was great. And then I could, like, trade up the gear and undermine reals and all this stuff. There's still a few problems. But they've learned lessons. So I'm excited. That's it. Thank y'all for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.